Hi guys, it's Michelle McCosh and we're live at 5. Okay, we're up on YouTube. Let me just pull it up on Facebook. Okay. Well, that actually made no difference to the screen with what I did then. Hey Jan. That means I gotta clean this side. Hey Belinda. So Belinda, on your All in Create thing, I got notification that it will ship next week. Hey Michelle. Hey Selena. Let's put that over here. Hey Norma. Hi Chantel. Been a while. How you doing? No, they didn't. It could be. But I didn't get a delivery from UPS today. Could be Monday. But, you know, I'll send you a notice as soon, and I'll PM you to let you know. Hey, Andrea. All right, so we got a few new things today I'm going to show you. Just a couple. From Spellbinders, we have the May Better Press. It was late getting to me, but it's a beautiful Better Press plate with two sentiments: enjoy every little thing today and cheers to all that lies ahead. So good for kind of graduation. But the thing about this is it has a 5 layering stencil pack. So you can actually color or not those little squares in. Really pretty. Hi Teresa. Yeah, today I had to spend a couple of hours trying to track down a lost box. Painful, shall we say. Anyway, so you can color it or not with the stencils. I think it's quite a pretty, even if you did like a watercolor wash on it and then run it through with the Better Press, I think it would be very pretty. So that's May. June is a beautiful kind of a ocean creature themed, and that is on its way. Okay, also for Better Press we got the Dina new release. So she's got 2 embossing folders. This one is called Lined Corners, and it's a 3D one, so it makes a really intricate pattern there. And then we have lined circles for this one, both fun embossing folders. These are under Just In, by the way. Then she has 2 Better Press in this release. This one is 6 different Better Press dies. So kind of a leafy, this mimics the embossing folder, some circles, and it comes with a registration plate. So if you want it to line up like this, you use the registration plate. If you don't, you can use it however you want. I think this is a very cool one with that leaf. And then she has this one, which is called Growing. And this has some similar elements. The circles, it's got the registration, it's got 5 different circles, a leaf, and then you can die cut the leaf as well. So very, very pretty if you like the Better Press. I think this is one of the ones I'm going to be using in our Better Press class that's coming up in June. I have to finish those samples. Isn't it pretty, Jeff? So, from Dina. And then we got our latest issue of Art Journaling magazine. This is the summer issue, so July, August, and September. Oh, that's a nice project. So there's always some cute stuff going in here. So I'll just flip through it very, very quick. The Halloween is a special issue that is coming. I don't know when. I should find out when that's going to ship, but I'm excited for that one. Halloween, and then there's another special issue that's coming too. Love these magazines. I mean, just even for the imagery themselves, it's beautiful. I have a whole stack I have to read. This particular one is mine, but we do have some left online. So let me put that here, and let me move this over there. Okay. Then we got, I had a Studio Light shipment come in a few days ago, and I finally got this one up online. This is kind of like for a nice, what are those cards called? Because it just flew out of my head, the very long ones. So it got, it's mixed media looking. It's got two beautiful koi fish on it. So it's very easy to make your card with just this. So I'm not going to be able to order Studio Light for a while because it's made in China. So slimline. Thank you, Chantel. So I thought we would use this one, so at least I can have one. So let's put, oops. Got a piece of watercolor paper. I think it is watercolor paper. I'm going to use the smooth side. Pop that down here. Well, maybe I'll pop it here and give myself a little bit more room. This would make a nice journal page, actually. Let us use... Let's emboss this. You know what? Let's not emboss this. Change my mind. Let me grab some other ink. Hang on. I was hoping to get the planner kit in class finished today, but that didn't happen. Instead, I spent time trying to track a shipment down, and if it isn't found, I don't think it can be replaced, unfortunately. So, I'm going to stamp this a couple of times and get it a little darker. Okay, and let's do one more here. I really should do my stamping on a flatter surface. I have a mat underneath here. Okay, let's pull that off. Let's kind of move this to the side. So some of the All and Create washi tape that I put back in under Just In, I think is on page 4. Some of it has already sold out, and it's not getting here till Monday. So let me try a Jana's Jade, and I want something else light. See if I've got anything light in here. And I do want an orange and a gold for the fish. But how pretty is that, right? Just these parts of it. So let's grab a brush. So I was trying to find and pull some paper to make the inside of that journal. Oh, here it is. So that's the one we did yesterday. I still just have to put the, I think I just want to put the words, the letters journal there. And then do the binding and it'll be ready to go. I didn't think anybody would want to watch me sew it in, but I pulled some paper for it. Okay, let me grab a watercolor brush. Yep. Let's add a bit more water to that. Do I have any water up here? Yeah, I should do. So I'm just going to kind of tease it in a little bit, and then I can add a couple different colors in here. I think that's part of the fish as well. Should look at the package, right? Except, oh, here it is. Yeah, that is part of the fish. Okay, let's find another color to go along with that. Let's have a look. I think this one's going to be too dark. Let's see what this one looks like. So our Arden paper has shipped and it should be here, I'm thinking maybe Thursday. And there's some really, really pretty papers in that one. Let's add a bit more water. Let's find my water brush. I think I stacked stuff too close today and it's harder for me to find things. Okay. This will be very easy to make a card. And you could have just embossed it, right? You don't have to do all this. Okay, just a little bit more and then we'll go into a fish. When I lived in Orlando, I used to have a pond. I built a pond, and I had koi fish in it, and I had a large albino catfish. It was fun to sit out there in the evenings. Okay, let's get some orange, and let's see if this is an orange. That'll work. Oh, I should have cleaned my brush a little bit better. And this is not watercolor paper, but that's okay. I love stamps like this because they're very forgiving when you color them. The style itself, you don't have to be quite so precise, so it makes it easy. See how pretty that is? Even gentle like that. Hey, Pat. I do want something a bit more orange as well. Let's see if this one. Yeah, not very orangey, but you know what? It will do. I really need to make a swatch book. That'd be easy to find the colors. Anyway, you get the idea. How pretty is that, right? Let me just dry that. Let me put the lid on the powder first. And so I did pop on our creative tribe yesterday, see if anybody wants to do a swap for the memory decks, either ECD or all in Create. If you're interested, just put a note on there, and then we'll start to arrange something. Yeah, I love the new Dina Better Press too. I think that's really cool. So like I said, we'll probably use that one of those in our card class. I'm going to do 4 Better Press cards in that class. And then hopefully, well, tomorrow I've got 4 classes. I'm teaching 4 separate classes. So maybe Sunday or Monday I'll have that journal finished for ECD, and then we can get it up on the schedule. So let me just cut this a little bit and we'll back it with something. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to rip the edges. I was finished coloring it later. Okay, let's straight cut that side. I hadn't planned on doing it, Pat, only because you might not have the Better Press stuff that I'm doing, but I could always make an extra set and do it if you want to do it online. I could always do that. Let's get some black. I'm going to rip the sides of the black as well. I just need some kind of guide. I tend not to rip much anymore. Oh, got quite a ways to go. I like that feathery look actually on that side. And I think I'll leave it straight on this side. Oh, okay. If you just do pickup, I'll ship it with the Better Press so you don't have to pay any additional shipping. Unless you need it sooner. Yeah, the ruler's edge, I didn't want it to be that straight though. Oops, let me cut that again. I wanted more of a raggedy edge than the thing, because I kind of like that look. And it would have been better if I'd have ripped the same way up the side, but never mind. So let me layer that down and get a card. I am going to come in and finish coloring. I need a bit more water and stuff here, but what time is it? Oh, I've got a couple minutes. It's always hard to know. That was interesting. Like I said, I didn't want it perfect, but I did want to get where the water's supposed to be. And I do want those guys to be a little darker. What do I have? What do I have handy? There's a darker orange. Let's try a little bit of this. Firebird. I think that's better for an orange. It's probably messaging about the missing package. Now this is quite, because the paper wasn't watercolor paper, I was guessing it was. It is wrinkled a little bit, so I can do this. A couple of things I can do. I can put something heavy on it overnight and let it straighten that way, or I can run it through my ink machine and have it flatten it that way. And I think what I'll do to this is I'm going to add a couple of gems, you know, in the water. Be kind of nice. I think this orange is much better. And you can still see the sparkle. So. Okay, much better. All right. Okay, Pat, yeah, I'll do that then. All right, guys, I shall go. I will dry this. I will mount it on the black, put it on a card base, and I'll post it for you to see, the finished one, because I'm going to add some gems, but I want it to flatten out a little bit first. But anyway, so new stuff is online. The planner class that I'm working on should be up online on Monday sometime, and I'll show everybody the finished piece then. All right, guys. Thanks for watching me, and have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Bye.